Hi there crafters, Kaz back, another vid, just showing you some of the cards that I've made previous, so I just thought I'd sort of share a few things with you. I'll start with this one here, which all I did with this one was I used a black card and this paper. I can't remember the paper line of them. I mean, I did make these a while back, so I can't really remember. But if you need to know any, I'm sure I can look through the papers that I've got. I'm sure I'll be able to find something as to what they're like or which pack they're from. I then made this tag, and it's out of a silver and cream card, and as you can see, it's a bit psychedelic, this silver card. Yes, it is a bit. Well, anyway, it's 3 tags, one on top of the other, and I put some of these little things on again. I can't remember what they're called, and I've put some, you probably can't see it very well, but I've put some primer on the top tag, some pearls and crystals in the primer, and then used a bit of the wool ribbon type stuff to just put a tie on the tag, and I've also used it down the side as like a fringing on the card. And this is all different colours, as you can see. It sort of changes from like an ivory into a grey, going into a black wool. On the back of the tag, I used a piece of paper out of a book and inked round it, and put that on top of the paper line, and then put a black and white feather underneath the tag, and I put these like rope effect sort of peel off down the side of the card, as you can see there. And then I added this flower. This flower was I think it was white, and I inked it with a black ink and sprayed it completely over with water for it to take a lot of the black out, to give a grey effect flower, and then added an ivory brad into the middle. I don't think, oh, I haven't put anything inside the card. I've just added some pearl ivory paper on the card. That's it. There's nothing added in. I leave them normally blank so people can put their messages on, whatever they want to do. So that's that one there. The other one I've done was this one. I've used like a purple card. If I turn it over, you can sort of see the colour. And I had this ivory pink lined paper, and I stamped a script all down the paper, as you can see, and then stamped this fancy scroll onto it here, and I've got it here as well and here. And I used the love stamp and stamped that over the card in places, as you can see, in purple glitter and the red glitter, and that for that to sort of stand out. And then I had one of these purple flowers and added this like pearly bead centre on the flower, and made a matte gold tag and added this embellishment on, and it just says may your birthday be as special as you are, and it's got this really pretty design on, which is if you have a look at the scroll stamp that I used, it was more or less the same. So that's why I stamped it with that around the card, to coincide with this little embellishment tag. And I also added a piece of chiffon ribbon and a stem of these ivory leaves, and put these little red and purple actually no, I don't know, they're I think they're by Candy or something, they're Candy something or other, and I put these little ones on as well to go with the colour scheme, so I've got them on the bottom and again up the top there. So that's that card. Another one I've made is this one. So it's just an ivory card using a Tim Holtz stamp. I just stamped that in places on the card and put some shimmer mist powder, just brush shimmer mist on it to give you that shimmer effect. And I used a Tim Holtz edger die on a piece of black card, which gave me this effect down here and on the other side as well. And it's all I did was just punched it out, and that this was what it come up with, so I quite liked it. So then I got a piece of card. I think this is out of a DCWV pad. It's the black and white one, I think, and it's got these patterns on the card already, and these are velour. These are like velvet, which were already actually printed onto the card. So I really like that effect. And as you can see, I've got, you know, the stamp showing as well on the card behind. And then added a gardenia from Wild Orchid Crafts, and this is one of the mocha coloured, and inked it on the edges, and then sprayed it with water to let it bleed into the flower, and then added a black rose either side of the gardenia, and added an ivory bow at the back. And then I've put these pearl sprays coming in off the card, so they've got the teardrop spray there, and I've used these like little gold bead sprays there on the card, so it all comes off the card. I don't know whether you'll see the spray, you can sort of see it. So that's another one that I've made, so that's that one. And then this one again was an ivory card, which I've inked and shaded all in on the back, and put this corner stamp on, and where the corner stamp finished I put this trim, this pearl sort of glittery threaded trim. I don't know whether you'll see it if I get in really close. I don't know whether that's too blurred for you, but it really made a nice effect. So again, at the top here I've got the corner stamp and going across with that trim again. And then I used a piece of black card, and again used one of Tim Holtz edger dies to give this effect. And I think they use these for, like, you know, on your envelopes and things like that, just to finish off an envelope closure, so it's, you know, it's quite a fancy closure. And I also did it on this card as well, which again was a different card out of the same DCWV pack, and this again's got that velvet design on, and you can see where it's been cut out down the side, and again that was with one of Tim Holtz's like edge dye things. Again, I've used a mocha gardenia, which I've inked and sprayed with water to let it bleed into the flower, and put some black roses again either side, and I've sprayed these with my glitter spray. I happen to love that stuff, it just seems to go on everything. But I've done that on the flowers, and then you can see I've got a big pearl spray here, and then the teardrop spray coming out there, and I've put some of my little curly wires in as well. I've put one of those in as well. So that's that card. And the last one I did this a while ago, and I really like this card. It's a double card, and I made a flower spray with some black roses and one of these silk flowers with the diamante in the middle, and it's made out of chiffon and satin ribbon. And I put these gold beaded sprays behind that, and then added a burgundy feather as well on the spray, and then use this black and silver ribbon just to put like a little tie on it. And then I went round the stem, excuse me, with some, when I bunched them all together, I went round the stem in some satin ribbon here, so you wouldn't see all the stems. And this is some sticky, some like sticky papers, like plastic it is, with this design on. And I used a shiny gloss black card mounted on just a black matte card, and I've just put a piece of satin ribbon all the way down here, and then put this black and silver ribbon on top as well. And these I've done exactly the same, both sides of the card, so you can see. And then when you open it, I just stand it up because you won't see it otherwise. There we go. If you stand it up, this is the effect that you get on the inside. I've put these corners on here on that side, and then this is just silver paper, which it's supposed to make it like a box effect on the inside. And then I've put these little black shiny vines coming down there, and then just a satin ribbon going down the middle of the card. And then I've put this embellished sign on, which says, "Wishing you happiness in everything you do, and wishing that all your dreams come true with love." And again down that side. So that's the card. So I hope you like them, and if you've watched my video, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.